क्यों?
Ladies and gentlemen, we are here in ground number 1 of Eagle Sports for the Six Nation tournament, which is organized by Eagle Sports here. And the match between Nepal, Gorkhali Rhinos, and UAE Eagles. We have both the captains here, and we have the umpires, Mr. Bilal and Mohsin. So it's a toss time now. UAE Eagles to flip the coin. Tails is the call. Tails it is. Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos have won the toss. Congratulations. So what you have decided to do?
We are going to bat first this time.
Any particular reason behind it?
See, our batsmen haven't been able to score runs in the season. So our strategy today is to bat first, and our batsmen can play in the first inning when we are batting first. Our batsmen have done great job, but in this last 2 matches we are changing, so they haven't yet performed. So we are looking to score more than 200 runs.
Perfect. So you have answered my third question. How many runs you want to be looking to score today? We are in mid of the game. We are mid of the tournament. This is the third match. Both the teams that we are playing right now, who are playing, so they have won one match and lost one. So it's very important. And going forward, definitely you would like to have a couple of wins so that you can secure a place. Is there any strategy that is going into your mind or any changes in the team?
Yeah, see, as I told you, last previous matches we have bowled first, and our strategy has changed to the batting first, and we are hoping our batsmen will do better. That's our strategy. We have a couple of changes. This one goes out and one is coming in, and it's brings back again. So we are looking now at
Thank you so much and all the best for the match. अभी भाई हार्ड लक फॉर द टॉस. अगर आप टॉस जीते तो आप क्या करना चाहते हैं? और अभी वो लोग पहले बैटिंग कर रहे हैं, तो आप कितना स्कोर पे आप इसमें डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करना चाहेंगे? तो आपने ये पिच देखा है, ये फर्स्ट पिच ज़्यादा ट्रैक नहीं है, ज़्यादा ग्रास नहीं है. पहले बॉलिंग पे क्या आपको मोमेंट मिलेगा? और नॉर्मली ऐसा होता है कि पहला जब मैच खेलते हैं नए पिच में मॉइस्चर होता है पहले 8-10 ओवर, और आज थोड़ी सी हवा भी है, तो आपके पास एक्सपीरियंस बॉलर्स हैं. लास्ट मैच अपने अच्छा स्कोर कीजिए बट नॉट करते. तो आज आपकी स्क्वाड सेम है या फिर कुछ चेंजेस है, कोई स्ट्रैटेजी है? Thank you so much. All the best for this match. And team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos have won the toss and they have elected to bat first.
सयौं थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली सयौं थुङ्गा फुलका हामी एउटै माला नेपाली सार्वभौम भई फैलिएका मेची महाकाली प्रकृतिका कोटि कोटि सम्पदाको आचल वीरहरूका रगतले स्वतन्त्र अचल ज्ञान भूमि शान्ति भूमि तराई पहाड हिमाल अखण्ड यो प्यारो हाम्रो मातृभूमि नेपाल बहु जाति भाषा धर्म संस्कृति छन् विशाल अग्रगामी राष्ट्र हाम्रो जय जय नेपाल।
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here in ground number 1 of Eagle Sports for the 9th match of the tournament, Six Nation, played between UAE Eagles and Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. So the Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos have won the toss and they have elected to bat first. And to start the proceeding, Danish Pasha and Mohsin on the crease. And a slow left arm Chinaman, Mr. Tanveer, to start with the bowling. That's the first delivery, all pitched but just outside off. And they take a quick single here. So with this single, the score was 1. So left arm coming around the wicket. Once again, there is a big shout for a cat behind, but I think so it was a drop chance here. So it was way outside off stump and a low pitch delivery. Onto the pads, just again an low pitch delivery, played gently back to the bowler. No run here. So that's a big swing just over the fielder at short mid wicket, and but there is a fielder manning at the deep, so he's cutting it off. So just keeping it down to 1. Good start for Team UAE Eagles. 4 deliveries, just 2 runs. That's played up in the air. Oh, that was a chance, but I believe a hand and onto his head might be an injury here a bit. Have to wait and watch. So it's the last delivery of the over. Good start by team UAE Eagles. Left arm around the wicket, just a low pitch, big swing, played towards the deep mid wicket area, and they take a single here. So 1 over, 4 runs. So good over by team UAE Eagles and Tanveer. So now Adil has the ball in hand. New bowler Adil Hussain. That's a full toss delivery onto his pads. A loose delivery to start with by Adil Hussain. It was an easy picking for the batsman. He had to just guide it towards the square leg region and the ball races towards the boundary. A quick outfield here. Eagles cricket ground, ground number 1 in Sharjah. That's a beautiful delivery. That is what we are looking for. But shaping a bit outside and wide signal by the umpires here. So extra delivery. There was some pace onto this, hitting on a good length, back of a good length delivery, but moving away from the batsman. That's a beautiful delivery. Takes a leading edge, goes toward the point region, and they take a single. So Mohsin batting on 7, facing 6 deliveries with 1 boundary. Along with him is Pasha, who is batting on 2, Danish Pasha. Once again, a beautiful delivery, just guiding it toward the backward point region. But the fielder cannot cut it off, and that's the boundary number 2. That's a good thinking by the batsman, just using the pace of the bowler, not doing much, just guiding it, and the ball racing towards the boundary. The 1.3 overs, 14 already on board. Once again, a beautiful delivery, good bounce, just over almost a shoulder level and carried to the keeper. So a dot delivery here. That's once again a good line delivery, played it towards the point region. There is a fielder trying to cut it off, and he has a hand onto it, but the batsman take a single here. That's a bit overpitched, well played, and the fielder will cut it off from cover point reason and throw it back, and just a single here. So end of over number 2, 16 for no loss. Into the attack, left arm around the wicket. That's played up in the air. What a beautiful shot. And that's out of the ground here. And it's a beautiful shot. 6 by Mohsin. That was a chance. One hand, it was there on the fingertips of the fielder Adil Hussain, but the ball just landing outside the boundary rope. So 2 maximums back to back by Mohsin. That's a good start for Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos here. Onto the pads, gently push it down the ground and take a single here. And that's a good cricketing brain after 2 maximums, just rotating the strike. Once again onto the pads, gently pushing it. They are not taking unnecessary risk. Anything which is there in the slot, they're trying to punish it. So good batting display so far. Once again a quick single and so 2 maximums and 3 singles. This time they don't take a risk here. A dot delivery to end the over. 31 in 3 overs. That's a good line delivery, played it towards the extra cover region, and they take a single. So the changing strike, they're good running between the wickets here. That's a beautiful shot. It was a good line delivery onto the waist height and played it towards the mid wicket area, all down the ground, and the ball races to the boundary. Oh, he wanted to come down the track and play it up and above, missed it and go straight to the keeper. A slight fumble, but there is no runs been taken. The ball coming around the wicket. That's a short length delivery, a bouncer, a well-directed bouncer, I would say. That's a slow delivery, but it came as a full toss. Played it towards the fine leg area, but they take a single here. That's a slight over pitch delivery. Played it towards the mid-off area, Shehzad, but the fielder, he collects the ball and there would be just a single here. So end of 4 overs, that's a good over by Adil Hussain. Just 7 runs, 38 without any wicket here. Wide signal by the umpire and one more run added. So missed by the keeper as well. Onto the pads, played it towards the mid-on region and they take a quick single here. just moving away from the stump, giving himself some room, played towards the long on region, and they take a single here. So the team taking calculative risk here. Anything which is a loose delivery, they are punishing it, and anything which is good. Open delivery, going on one knee and played up and above handsomely over the deep mid-wicket area for a maximum. That's a good shot. That's a better length delivery, just pulling it a bit and played towards the wide mid-off region, and they take a single here. On to the bats, a big appeal, but it is going down the leg side. A good decision by the umpire, nothing coming from him. Both the officials officiating this tournament and the match, Mr. Mohsin and Bilal, being ECB level 1 umpires. Giving himself some room, moving away and played it towards the extra cover region. A good stop, I would say, and they put it down to just 1 run, or else it was definitely going towards the boundary. That's a beautiful delivery. Pace on it and proper bounce on it. Back of a good length delivery and rising on almost a shoulder level and carrying nicely towards the keeper. A dot delivery. Once again on the same area, but this time not too much of a bounce, rising onto the waist height, punched it down straight towards the bowler. A dot delivery. 2 dot deliveries to start with. Good comeback by Adil Hussain after the first over. That's played towards the extra cover, slight misfield. And they take 2 runs for it. That's an open delivery and a beautiful shot here. Just moving away from the stump, taking his body away and played it towards the extra cover region, and that ball races towards the boundary. Beautiful shot. That's a boundary here. That's a good delivery. Hurried on to the batsman, cramped in for some room, but played well towards the mid-on region, and they take a quick single. Both the batsmen batting nicely. Mohsin batting on 32 of just 20 deliveries, 2 fours and 2 maximum, and Danish Pasha 21 of 14, 2 fours and 1 maximum. Once again, a good delivery, nicely played. Not taking too much of a risk here, just a single. So with this single, the score moves on to 58 of 6 overs, and that's the end of the power play. So now the captain of UAE Eagles have the liberty of having 5 fielders outside the 30-yard circle. So 58 going at a run rate of 9.67. Three to ball his last over of his 4 overs quota. That's an open delivery once again, played towards the cow corner region. Adil Hussain running almost 10 to 15 yards, cutting it off and keeping it down to just a single. Good fielding. Just punching it down towards the extra cover region, and they take a single here. Coming down the track, a big swing, but takes an inside edge, goes towards the square leg region, and keeping it down to just 1 run. That's picked up handsomely and straight above the umpire and bowler's head, gone for a maximum here. Beautiful shot. Onto the pads. Anything which is down the leg side, the batsman is a bit struggling. Mohsin moves on to his 40s here. Once again, played nicely, gently towards the mid-on area, and they take a single here. So that's the end of 7 overs, 68 for no loss. Once again, a left-hand bowler, Farhan, comes into the attack. Giving himself some room, beautiful shot here, and late cut it towards backward point region, and that ball races towards the boundary. So Danish Pasha and Mohsin, this both the batsmen are batting brilliantly here. Going on one knee, slot sweeping it, and the ball again races towards the boundary. And that's the second boundary coming of this over. Good start for team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. That's a good delivery. That the length will definitely make a difference for. Played it down the ground towards the long off region, and they take a single. That's played beautifully. It was open delivery, given some room, and the batsman with the like of Danish will not, in fact, Mohsin will not leave on this this kind of delivery. Played it towards the extra cover region for a 4. Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. The meaning of Gorkhali Rhinos. Gorkhali refers to the soldiers originating from Gorkha, place of Nepal. These days, Gorkhali is generally used for people of Nepal and are known for their bravery, loyalty, never giving up attitude, and have elite military skills. So in modern days, Gorkhali soldiers are well known for their service in the Nepalese army, British Army and Indian Army. And everybody knows what is the meaning of rhino, but it has some significance here. Rhino is an official mascot of Cricket Association of Nepal. The one-horned rhinoceros is featured in the logo and branding of the Cricket Association of Nepal, and for the national team because it is an iconic symbol of Nepal. Once again, but there is a fielder there. It's maximum, just the foot touching the rope. He takes the catch, but could not control himself and touches the rope. So it goes for maximum. Slower, foolish delivery. Played it down the ground towards the long off region. So Shehzad Butt comes into the attack. The first delivery, he got a chance, but unfortunate for the bowler. Once again, there is a chance here. Oh, this time, no mistake. Adil Hussain runs almost 10 yards and takes the catch comfortably. So the first wicket goes for Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. And the breakthrough has been given by Shehzad Butt, who is having a wide experience. And Mohsin goes for 46 of 28 deliveries. New batsman Raja Jamshed, who is playing his 179th match, already have 4,921 runs with an average of 33. Once again, a slower delivery here, slower in the air onto his pads, played it towards the square leg region. So Raja Jamshed, who has a very healthy strike rate of almost 195. That's gone on one knee, played it towards the square leg area. That's a misfield again. It was going straight to the fielder, and the ball goes towards the boundary. And Danish Pasha moving on to 40s here, 44 of just 24 deliveries. That's down the leg side and wide given by the umpire. So one additional run. Once again down the leg side, wide given by the umpire. Just pushed it. There is a chance of 2 runs here, yes, but now the fielder running in quickly, and they stop for a single here. So new bowler Adil Ahmed, who will be bowling right arm off break bowler here. That's a beautiful delivery. That's the trajectory any off spin bowler would like to ball to, not giving much of a room and keeping the batsman in check. That's onto the pads, gone up in the air. Fielder coming underneath it. Oh, had one hand to it, and the ball races outside the boundary. So for a six, with this six, Danish Pasha completes his 50, 51 of just 27 deliveries, 5 fours and 3 sixes. It was in the air, going quickly towards the point region. There was a fielder, had both the hands onto it. Once again, it is a drop chance here. 2 catches went begging in this particular over. Just pushed it towards the third man region. Chance for 2 runs, and they take 2 runs comfortably. Good running between the wicket, good thinking by the batsman. Very healthy run here, a healthy run rate, going at a run rate of 10.86. Swing and a miss, beautiful delivery. Goes straight to the gloves of keeper, 105 for 1. Almost a Yorker delivery, played it towards the cover point region and they take a single. So end of 10 overs, it's 106 for 1. So 10 ओवर की समाप्ति पर 106 रन, 1 विकेट के नुकसान पे, और अब शोर बदल दिया जाएगा. They will come from ground number 2 end. दानिश पाशा 53 पे खेल रहे हैं, 30 गेंदों का सामना किया है, 5 चौके और 3 छक्के की बदौलत, और राजा जमशेद 1 पे खेल रहे हैं, 1 गेंद का सामना करते हुए. That's almost a Yorkland delivery. So starting from the ground number 2 end, good start by Shehzad, but that's hit very hard towards the wide long off region. The fielder there trying to cut it off, but there's no chance there, and there's the boundary. So Raja Jamshed joining the party here. His second delivery, he dispatches it for a boundary all down the ground. So 5 from 2 deliveries. And the team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos are on Nelson, 1-1-1 for 1. That's picked up beautifully, but there is a fielder trying to cut it off, and it sails over. Have to see whether it bounced or it's a maximum towards the deep mid-wicket area. What a beautiful shot by Raja Jamshed. Today, as the name goes for Team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos, never give up attitude. Today, they have come with an intent. Once again, but there is a fielder coming underneath. And there's a drop again, chance. What's happening for UAE Eagles today? They are a better side than this. But now, today, they are dropping catches. So giving chance for these batsmen. Cuts and cuts hard. What a beautiful shot here. Waiting for the ball to come onto him. Goes deep inside the crease. Played it towards the cover point region. And the ball races towards the boundary. Big over coming for team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. 16 runs already of this over. That's a good delivery. Played it towards the long on region, and they take a single. So end of over number 11, 123 for 1, going at a run rate of 11.18. That's taken outside edge, goes towards the third man region. The fielder coming underneath it, and this time no mistake. And that's wicket number 2. The captain Adil gets the breakthrough for team UAE Eagles. Danish Pasha, who was batting on 60, has to depart after facing 35 deliveries with 6 boundaries and 3 sixes. new batsman Sanju opens his strike, opens his account with a single here. So he is a left-hand batsman. So now a left-hand, right-hand combination comes onto the crease. That's a quicker delivery. Played it towards the point region. A slight fumble, but they take a single here. A good shot, but at the end, just a single. A Yorker line delivery, played it towards the third man region for a single. Onto the pads here, gently played towards the short mid-wicket area, a single. Down the leg side, did it brush? Yes, it just brushed the pads and it's a dot delivery. So good over. So just 4 runs and a wicket from Adil Ahmed, the captain. Shahzad Butt comes back into the attack. He's been a bit expensive, but he got so many chances in his bowling. He got a wicket, but at least 3 drop catches of his over. That was waiting and played up and above the mid-wicket area, deep mid-wicket area for a maximum. The ball was on a good length delivery and it was slow in the air. The batsman was waiting for the ball and dispatches it handsomely. Almost a Yorker line delivery, played it towards the long on region. They take a single here. That's, is it a wicket? Yes, it is. It takes the leg and goes and hits the stump. What bad luck for the batsman here on the non-striker, and the batsman played it straight. Goes and takes the leg of the bowler and deflects and goes and hits the stump. And the non-striker was outside. The Raja Jamshed was outside the crease and he has to walk back. So unfortunate for the batsman here. But nevertheless, a wicket for team UAE Eagles. Swing and a miss here. It's a slower delivery. Onto the legs, there's a big appeal, but I think so it was going down the leg side. So the batsman survives here. Played it straight towards the long off area, and they take a single here. That's a good little delivery. What a beautiful shot here. Using the pace of the bowler, just opening the face of the bat and guiding it towards backward point region, and that ball races towards the boundary. What a shot here. So 4 runs coming from the bat of Sanju. With the 3 wickets, who are doing good, I believe the score would be a little in a check now. Played it up and above, the long on fielder there trying to cut it off, but the ball wins the race here, goes to the boundary of 4 runs, 2 back-to-back boundaries. Oh, the fielder running underneath it, takes the catch with the juggle. One time off the hand, and the second juggle takes the catch. So Sanju has to walk back. Ashab Hussain, the keeper, is also a left-handed batsman, comes swing and a miss here. Wanted to play down the ground, missed and goes straight into the gloves of keeper here. So Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos had a brilliant start, but four wickets went on a quick succession. Oh, what a beautiful shot. It was down the leg side. The batsman using the pace played it towards deep square region, and that's gone for a boundary. So 3 boundaries of this over and a wicket so far. Wanted to late cut it, but there is a fielder there. They're not taking a chance here and keep it down to a dot delivery. So 3 overs have been bowled by Adil. 25 runs and 2 wickets. And now we have to see Shahzad, but coming for is the 4th over. 3 overs of 40 runs and 1 wicket. Slower delivery goes back to the bowler. So a dot delivery. So Inam Khan facing the first delivery. So relatively both the batsmen are new on the crease here. Played it straight down the ground and goes towards the long on region. The fielder cutting it off, keeping it down to just a single. Once again, slower in the air, takes an outside edge, goes towards the third man region. There is a fielder there, no chance of a run here. Good comeback by Team UAE Eagles, and these both the bowlers have done the major damage for Team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos here. Once again, slow deliveries. Wants to do a late cut, missed it completely, goes straight into the gloves of the keeper here. A dot delivery. That's down the leg side, a quicker delivery by Shahzad, but it's a wide given by the umpire, just down the leg side. Once again, a slow delivery, played up and above the umpire, going straight, but there is a fielder. But no, it's gone outside the park here. There was no power. I thought it would land in front of the boundary, but 6 signal by the umpire. So sweet timing by Ashab Hussain. way outside the off stump, and the keeper quickly takes the belts off, but the batsman was well inside the crease, and meanwhile it's a wide signal by the umpire. Played it down the ground towards the deep mid-wicket area, and they take a single here. So that's the end of over number 15, 157 for 4. Still very healthy run rate, going at 10.47. So new bowler Mirza Samiullah Beg, he is a right arm medium pacer. That's a good delivery, good line. Played it towards the fine leg area, and they take a quick single. There's a call for 2 runs as soon as they hit it, but the fielder is quick enough and it's a direct throw. There's an appeal, but I think so the batsmen have made the ground. It was a good call by the striker to send the non-striker back, or else it would have been a suicidal run. Yet the umpires are going upstairs to see if is there any chance of a run out here. We have to wait and watch for the third umpire. As I was talking about the team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos, so this team Gorkhali Rhinos cricket club is the first ever professional cricket club for Nepalese community in UAE. So it has become the first ever fully sponsored club in UAE from the Six Nation League. And there are 2 members whom we have to talk about who has made this happen, Mr. Deepankar and Ganesh. So coming back to the game, a short ball, and the decision was not out because the batsman was well inside the crease. What a beautiful shot here, out of the poke and out of the park, waiting for the ball, not much of a bounce, just opening his body and playing it over square leg area for a maximum. That's a huge flat 6. Beautiful shot by Inam Khan. That's a slower delivery, almost a Yorker. Takes an inside edge, goes towards the fine leg region for a single. That's out of the ground. Asha Hussain, what a shot here. Over and above the long on fielder for a maximum. So end of 16 overs, 173 for 4. Adil Ahmed coming to ball his final over, takes an outside edge, going towards the third man region. The fielder cuts it off and keeps it down to just 2 runs. The captain taking the onus on himself, want to take a couple of more wickets. Once again takes an inside edge onto his pads and goes towards the point region. A dot delivery. What a shot that is. Almost out of the ground here. It's like almost 90 meters. 6. Beautiful shot. It's like a slog sweep, but not going on one knee, standing and delivering it. They take 2 runs here. Running, that's a good running between the wicket. Played it down the ground towards the long off area for a single. That's once again a beautiful shot here, played towards the deep mid-wicket area for a maximum. 17 overs, 190 for 4. That's a beautiful batting display by Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos so far. 119 in 17 overs. That's a sidearm action bowling by Malik Ahmed, the new bowler. It's a no ball by the umpire, and the ball sailing over the deep mid-wicket area for a maximum. Inam Hussain doing the trick here, and it's a free hit. So he gets a chance once again to free his arm. That's a full toss delivery that takes an outside edge, going towards the third man region, cuts it down to 2. Lucky for the bowler, unlucky. The batsman would be thinking he could not capitalize on a delivery here. And with this, the score 200 for 4. Once again, a full toss delivery played upishly towards the cow corner region. Have to see what's the result here. It is a maximum. A beautiful batting by Inam here. That's a good delivery to come back. Once again, onto the pads. Once again, played up and above the deep mid-wicket area for a maximum. Inam Khan, you beauty. That's Inam Khan for you from team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. 40 of just 15 deliveries. He is dealing only with maximum here. 5 maximums from his bat. Opus delivery played straight down the ground like an arrow, and it goes a couple of bounces into the fence for 4 more. The captain of Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos had mentioned during the toss time they have come with an intent here. They want to score big. Once again, a full toss delivery played toward the deep mid wicket area. 1 bounce straight to the fielder. and they take a single. So end of over number 18, 217 for 4. From now, they would be eye on at least 25 to 30 more runs. Adil Ahmed comes into attack, and what a beautiful shot here. It was just a little over pitch delivery, and the batsman capitalizing on it and dispatches it for a boundary maximum. And with this maximum, he completes his 50. That's a beautiful delivery here. That's back of a good line delivery. A good short ball, I would say, and well directed. Once again, good delivery here. So hitting the deck hard and goes straight to the keeper. A dot delivery. Good comeback by Adil after the first ball being hit for a maximum. Good check by the bowler here. That's once again swing and a miss, goes straight to the keeper. Chance of a run out if the batsman would have attempted for a run. Oh, hitting his helmet. What they call it in Dubai, they say checking the helmet. So a good shot ball here. The batsman had a duck on it and hits the helmet and goes straight towards the point region, and they take a single. Excellent bowling here. Good pace and keeping the batsman surprised. Very good comeback by the bowler. Just after the first 6, 3 dot deliveries and 1 leg by. That's an edge and gone. The wicket keeper takes the catch. Ashab Hussain has to walk back. Wanted to play onto the leg side. Takes an thin outside edge and goes straight to the keeper. The 5th wicket goes for 224 for 5. Last over, have to wait and watch who would be bowling and how many more runs would be added on the total. In a 2020 over game, 224 is a good over. And still they have one over left, and on strike it's Inam who is batting to perfection. 6 maximum so far and 1 boundary. Played up in the air, Adil Hussain the fielder, and he takes the catch here, and Inam has to walk back. The 2 back-to-back wickets here. That's coming down the track, low full toss, played it towards the cow corner region, and they take a single. The new batsman Resham, relatively both the batsmen are new, facing the first delivery here. Ganesh, the captain and the person behind this. There is a big appeal for LBW, but there is a chance of a run out, and that's out. Ganesh Thapa goes on the first delivery here. So he goes for a run and being run out. So the wickets are falling in quick succession, but I believe it is coming a little too late. 225 for 7. The damage has already been done here. Slower in the air, making it to the low full toss. Good running between the wicket, going for 2 runs here, and they make the ground comfortably. And Vishnu Shrestha, the new batsman, and I believe Resham was on the crease. Coming down the track and takes the bails out in time, but I believe they are going upstairs to look whether the batsman has come back in time. Meanwhile, it's a wide delivery. Takes an outside edge, goes toward the third man, just a single. Coming down the track, and that's the wicket number 8. So end of 20 overs, 229. That's a big score. The team UAE Eagles require 213 in the allotted 20 overs. We'll take a short little break and come back for the second inning. Welcome back to the chase here. It's a big total 230 that is required, and the first over in progress now. Shehzad Bhatt is on strike, and with him is Wajad Bhatt and Vishnu to start the proceeding. That's a good lane delivery here onto the pads, played it towards Miron for a single. That was a throw a bit wider, but there's a good backup. Just a single to start off. 1 for no loss in 0.2 overs. The required run rate is 11.64. So they have to go from ball number 1 if they have to be in the game. Beautiful shot here. It's a good lane delivery. Well placed towards a backward point. And with this, they take a single. That's played up in the air over the point region. The ball racing towards the boundary, and the first boundary coming from the bat of Shehzad. But I must say it's a quick outfield here. Anything which crosses the field travels to the boundary quickly. That's a beautiful delivery, back of a good length delivery here, and a nice bounce over the chest height and goes straight to the keeper. A dot delivery. Played it towards fine leg, and the ball races towards the boundary. That's the second boundary coming from the bat of Shehzad Bhatt. So end of 1 over, 10 for no loss. So Raja Jamshed is the new bowler. On strike, Wajahat Bhatt. That's played down the ground. Good fielding here, and keeping it as a dot delivery. That's a double sound inside edge onto his pads. A dot delivery here again. Raja Jamshed bowling at the right area. A good length deliveries not giving too much of room to the batsman to open his arm. A slow delivery once again onto the pads, checking by the batsman. He is not. He is taking his time, trying to read the pitch, and maybe he would change the gaze later on. That's a beautiful shot, a little outside off, and capitalizing onto it beautifully, playing towards the extra cover region for a boundary. Onto the pads. There is an appeal, half-hearted appeal, but as it was going down the leg, but hitting the pad and staying in the pitch, no run here. So good over so far, just a boundary and 4 dot deliveries. Open delivery, hit it hard, straight to the mid-on fielder, but the ball quickly races onto him, so there is no chance of taking a run here. So a dot delivery to end the over, 14 of 2 overs. So change in bowling, Ganesh Thapa comes into the attack. He has a wide experience with the 406th match and 256 wickets on his belt. The best figure of 3 for 8. So he is a right-hand medium pace bowler. That's a bit short delivery, takes an outside leading edge and going towards the fine leg region. The fielder trying to cut it off, but the ball goes past the boundary here, and that's the boundary coming from the bat of Shahzad, but that's played up in the air, the fielder underneath it. Have to wait, no, it just falls aside of the fielder there, could not judge it. And the first chance goes begging for team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos here. Away from the off stump, both the hands opened by the umpire Bilal, and it's called a wide. Low full toss, almost a Yorker and delivery. Played it towards the short mid-wicket area, no run here. Wajad, but taking his own time. Once again, a Yorker and delivery, opening the face of the bat, played it towards the backward point region, and they take a single. Scored 21 for no loss in 2.4 overs. Once again a short delivery, and for the likes of Shehzad, but he wouldn't miss this. Played it up and above handsomely. Goes for the maximum. That's the first maximum coming for Team UAE Eagles, and from the bat of Shehzad. Once again, a beautiful shot here, up and about, it's a straight six. Two back-to-back maximum coming from the bat of Shehzad, but what a display of batting here. 3 overs and 33 runs, a big over for team UAE Eagles. And Ganesh Thapa, 1 over 19 runs. 3 overs, 33 runs, going at a run rate of 11 and required run rate of 11.59. That's an open delivery, straight up and like an arrow, just over the head of the bowler and the umpire for a maximum. That is what I was saying, Wajad, but waiting for the right delivery. He was a bit watchable. Now he is freeing his arm. Once again, it's a straight shot, but down the ground this time, and 4. A maximum and a boundary. 2. It was a juicy full toss, missed on this, just played towards the long off region for a single. So quickly they move on to 44 in 3.3 overs. Once again a low full toss, takes an inside edge, going towards wide square leg region. The fielder will cut it off, they take a single here. Onto the pads, just flick of a wrist, ball racing towards the square leg region. Will they able to cut it off? Yes, they do. And meanwhile, they take 2 runs. Wide, down the leg side, way outside the leg, a wide signal by the umpire. So 1 more run added to the total in the form of extra. 48 for no loss. Swing and a miss. That was a good leg delivery and carried nicely to the keeper. So a dot delivery, 4 overs, 48 for no loss. Going at a run rate of 12 and required run rate of 11.38. Vishnu Shrestha comes into the attack now. The first over had gone for 10 runs. Now he's coming back. He is a good bowler. He bowls at the right areas. That's a beautiful shot. Pick it up nicely and up and about towards a cow corner region for a maximum. That's a signal coming from the umpire. And with this, the score 50 in just 4.1 over, 54 for no loss. What a beautiful timing and shot here. Today Shehzad Butt is in a different zone altogether, not leaving any. Oh, almost a Yorker delivery. That's wicket number 1. And Shehzad Butt has to walk back. That's a beautiful delivery. He was pelted for runs in the first 2 deliveries, a 6 and a 4. And the next delivery, in swinging Yorker and takes the middle stump. So wicket number 1 for UAE Eagles. Shehzad Butt was batting brilliantly. 37 of just 13 deliveries, 4 fours and 3 maximum. New batsman Mirza Samiullah Beg. He is a right-hand batsman. He is playing his 203rd match and runs 6,057. Average of very healthy average of 40 and a strike rate of 150. That's a bit obvious delivery, but well played by the batsman, just getting his bat down on time, and a dot delivery here. That's a full toss and just played it towards extra coverage and the ball running towards the boundary. Well fielded by the fielder, running almost 20 yards and cutting it off. That's an outside edge and that's gone. So this wicket number 2 for UAE Eagles and Vishnu Shrestha doing the trick for team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos here. Beautiful bowling, just outside off and takes an outside edge. Five was 60 for 2 is the score. UAE Eagles started nicely, but 2 quick wickets here. So now have to see how the game progresses. Wajahat Bhatt is batting on 19 and now with him it's Farhan. That's a good delivery, played it towards the cow corner region. The fielder will cut it off. A brilliant throw and a direct throw here. Beautiful. What an arm of the fielder. So, but they take a easy single. A good delivery here. And Farhan, the first delivery, played it back to the bowler. That's a flick of the wrist there. Oh, that's a chance goes breaking once again. It was a straightforward chance. Went straight to the fielder. And that's a drop catch here. Unfortunate for the bowler and the team, Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos here. That's a short delivery. Pick it up well. Played it towards the deep square leg area for a maximum. What a shot here. That's played straight towards the extra cover region. There is a fielder there. It's a dot delivery. So, though there is 2 wickets which has been fallen, but still the run rate is very healthy so far. Played it between the mid-off and extra cover region for a boundary. So it was hit very hard. That's a good shot. Six overs, that's the end of the power play, and that's a signal given by the umpire. So 72 for 2. They are going at a run rate of 12. They are within the required run rate. So required run rate is 11.29. But now after the power play, 5 fielders are outside, can be outside the 30-yard circle. So a risk of going in the air. Slower delivery, punched it down the ground towards the extra cover region for a single. New bowler happy. Slower in the air, played it towards the cover region, and they take a single here. So now after the power play, they are now taking singles, watching how the ball would play, and then they would Slow delivery, waiting for the ball, opens his body, played it towards the final area. Four, I guess. Have to wait and watch the. It's a boundary signal by the umpire. So that's a good shot. He was waiting for the ball. Once again a slow delivery. Once again waiting and then hitting it over the point region for a single. Slower in the air, leg break. The batsman leaving the ball alone, thinking it would be a wide, but it was well inside the line. A dot delivery. That's a bit quicker. Played it towards the mid-wicket area, and they take a single here. So end of 7 overs, 80 for 2. Good over by Happy, just 8 runs. It's a full toss delivery played between the wide long off and a cover point fielder for extra cover fielder for a boundary. It was a low full toss. The first delivery ball by Dipankar. A little quicker in the air, played toward the point region. The good fielding here, just a single. So it was way outside off stump. They want 2 runs, but just a single and a wide given by the umpire. So wide plus 1 run. So 2 runs have been added to the total. Down the leg side, going towards the boundary. Fine leg boundary, the fielder cuts it off. So there is an overthrow as well. So I have to wait and watch the result. Yes, it is a wide plus 2 runs, so 3 more runs added. Onto the bat, the big appeal, but there's nothing given by the umpire. So leg by signal by the umpire. So an extra coming in the form of leg by. That's straight to the fielder. So no chance of a run. Good fielding here. A dot delivery. Swing and a miss. There was not much of a bounce because of that. There was no connection onto the bat. That's onside. There is a fielder there at the curve region, and meanwhile they take a single. It goes on 1 bounce. So end of 8 overs, 91 for 2. So the first delivery starts with a wide. So hitting it down the ground towards the long on region. There is a fielder there. Good fielding and a good throw. So, but they take an easy single here. That's a very slow in the air, wide given by the umpire. So an extra has been added to the total. That's a bit quicker. Played it towards the sweeper cover and they take a single. Slower in the air, once again played down the ground. Straight to the fielder though, just a single. Good over by Happy. This over not giving too many runs. That's sliced in the air towards the deep point region, and they take a single again. That's played up in the air. The fielder underneath it takes a cat. Jamshed Raja. He doesn't make a mistake here. Beautiful shot, but straight to the fielder at long off, and that's the wicket here. Wicket number 3. That's a beautiful shot here, but straight to the field at cover point, and they take a single here. End of 9 overs, 98 for 3. That's a bit of a turn after pitching. It's leg by. There was a chance of a run here, but there was a hesitation between the striker and a non-striker. So dot delivery. So a single once again. So UAE Eagles were going at a run rate of 12, but now after 3 wickets, the current run rate have gone down. Swing and a miss. That is a big appeal, but nothing given by the umpire. So a dot delivery. The required run rate slowly creeping up, 12.48. Takes an bottom edge and comes back straight to the bowler, a dot delivery. So the punker bowling a good over, just 1 run of this over. Gives himself some room, wants to play onto the onside, takes an edge onto his pads and goes straight toward to the fielder. A dot delivery. That's in the air. The fielder just inside the boundary rope, and that's a wicket here. So there is a check at the boundary, and that's the wicket at the boundary. Good catch. It was traveling, and that's the wicket number 4. 99 for 4 in 10 overs. So brilliant comeback by team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos here. So they have taken the top 4 batsmen out. So now they have a chance if they tighten up the fielding here. He's played up in the air. There is a fielder there. And this time there is no mistake. What a beautiful catch. Running. And it was dying onto the fielder there. And the fielder takes a brilliant catch. So wicket number 5. The captain Adil has to walk back. new batsman, Tanveer, the left-handed batsman. So these two batsmen have to work along, have some partnership and score some runs here. That's a quicker delivery, a little bit quicker, but a wide given by the umpire just outside the off stump. So happy is the bowler who has got his second wicket. Slower in the air, played towards the point region. There is a fielder there. He will cut it off. So no run. At one stage, UAE Eagles were going about 12 per over. Right now, their current run rate is 9.6. Once again, cut it off nicely, but there is a fielder at deep point. Throws it back to the keeper, just a single. Nice bounce, cramping for room, played it towards mid-wicket area for a single. 103 for 5 in 10.5 over. A wide signal by the umpire. So one more run added to the total. Once again, it's a no ball given by the umpire. So it's a free hit for Tanveer. He can open his arm now. Slow in the air, played it towards the mid-on region. Wide mid-on, and they take a single. So end of 11 overs, 106 for 0. A very good comeback by team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. As I was saying in the first innings, Gorkhali, which means for bravery, loyalty, never give up attitude, and they are showing the same here. And as far as Rhinos are concerned, it represents strength, resilience, and unique national identity. So both combined together, they are now showing that as a team, never give up attitude, and doing it well for the team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos here. Played it towards a long on region, the fielder there, just a single. That's picked beautifully and up and above the squalid region for a maximum here. Beautiful shot by Adil Hussain. They need a few more of those to stay in the game, but the spot of bother is the half of the side already in the dugout. Once again, onto the leg side. Yeah, what a beautiful shot by Adil Hussain here. Played up and above the deep mid-wicket area, out of the park. That's a maximum. So two maximums back to back. That's the third maximum here. A hat-trick of sixes by Adil Hussain. He is changing the game here. That was tilting towards Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. But this over, everything has changed here. Three maximums coming from the bat of Adil Hussain. He is on a different planet altogether. That's gone up in the air. The keeper coming underneath it. There is a chance, and that's the wicket here. That's the last laugh by the bowler. After being hit for three maximums, it's the catch being taken by the keeper, and the wicket of Adil Hussain goes now. He had already got the runs of this over, but he wanted more, and that costed him his wicket. So 125 for 6. Ramzan, the new batsman, he is a right-handed batsman. Played it down the ground towards the mid-off area for a single. Resham, the new bowler. Played it down the ground towards mid-off region for a single. That's a full toss delivery played towards the deep mid-wicket area, but there is a fielder there, just a single. That's full toss delivery going on to hit the stumps. Have to wait and watch what would be the decision by the umpire and it's a wicket here. It's a pull. So even when the ball was dipping and the wicket here, yet the umpire has gone upstairs to see whether it's a waist height no ball, but I don't think so because the ball was dipping. So the wicket here goes wicket number 7. It was a juicy full toss, but missed by the batsman and goes and hits the stump. That's a good shot. Played towards the deep mid-wicket area, and the first delivery gone for a 4. Shani Munna, the first delivery dispatch. Played it down the ground. And that's a boundary once again. 2 back-to-back boundaries. Good start for Shani Munna here. So that's an uphill task, but still they need to work on it. But 7 wickets have gone down. Played it towards the long on area for a single. That's played down the ground towards the sweeper cover region, and they take a single. So Shani Munna, 10 of 4 deliveries, and Tanveer batting on 4 of 6 deliveries. That's played up in the air. Oh, just away from the fielder. Could not just catch here. And there was a chance. Good stop by the keeper here with the pads. Good delivery as well. Well played, but there is a fielder there, just a single. So once again, a good delivery, but played straight to the point fielder, and there is a single being taken. So good comeback by team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos. So we played it up in the air. There is a fielder, but it goes past the fielder. It's up and above for a maximum. That's a 6. So team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos have to come back strongly. They have to take a couple of more wickets if they have to win the game. But a good fight back by UAE Eagles here. That's played towards the final region. The fielder cutting it off. They take 2 runs. Played up in the air. The fielder at the cover region will cut it off. That's taken inside a bottom edge, goes straight to the keeper, and no run here. That's a beautiful delivery, swing and a miss, and goes straight to the keeper. So slowly the required run rate creeping up. Right now it's almost 15 per over. They need to go big, UAE Eagles, if they have to be in the game. A wicket here will change the course of the game. Played it down the ground, looking for 2 runs, but the fielder is quick enough. Just a single. So end of 15 was 155 for 7. So Raja Jamshed is the new bowler. That swing and a miss, and the ball goes straight into the gloves of keeper. Dot delivery. So every dot delivery will increase the pressure, and the required run rate will creep up. That's just flick of a wrist and the ball racing towards the boundary. That's the boundary coming up from the bat of Shani Munna. That's Yorkerland delivery onto the pads, shout by the bowler. It's a half-hearted shout, so denied by the umpire, so a dot delivery. Now the required 100 have gone up to 16.38. It's an uphill task. 71 required of just 26 deliveries. They need to bat the skin out. Once again, no pitch delivery, but wide given by the umpire, way outside the off stump. That's the wicket here, what Nepali Rhinos wanted. He was hitting, and now the bowler comes back strongly. So with this, the 8th wicket goes for Team UAE Eagles, 160 for 8. So that's the end of the game here. They have a player shot, and so that's the match has been finished. 160 all out. So congratulations for Team Nepal Gorkhali Rhinos.